Hi, welcome to the Parkland Challenge 2023. It's time for our Final Four. Today we got Blue Ridge and Central, and there could be one of the teams playing for this trophy. So stick around. Let's meet the teams.
Jack Larson, 11th grade.
Emily Miller, 9th grade.
Carolyn Beckett, 10th grade.
Madison Steffen, 10th grade.
Avery Beckett, 10th grade.
AJ Johnson, junior.
Alexis White, senior.
Indra Nolan, freshman.
Addison Warsaw, junior.
Savannah Coffin, senior.
Okay, let's get started. Which chess piece is allowed to jump over other, Emily?
The knight.
The knight is correct. Who was the first African American general in the United States military? That was Benjamin O. Davis. Where did Jesus walk on water? AJ.
Galilee.
Yes. What type of milk is traditional feta cheese made from? Emily.
Goat's milk.
Nice.
No. You can go first.
Give me a kind of milk. Skim.
No, sheep's milk. What is the most abundant mineral in the body? AJ.
Iron.
Not iron. You can go first.
Calcium.
Yeah, sure. Calcium.
Calcium is correct. Yes. How many countries does Brazil border? AJ.
4.
Not 4.
It's
No.
like 7.
7 or 8, maybe.
8.
No, it's all the way up to 10.
Really?
10. Canada and Scotland regularly play for the Strathcona Cup in what sport? AJ.
Hockey.
Not hockey. Curling. You can go first.
Yeah, sure. Curling.
It is curling, yes. What professional team plays hockey in St. Louis? Madison.
The Blues.
The St. Louis Blues, yes. How many sides does a rhombus have? Check.
4.
4 is correct. Which of these is not a mushroom? Morel, cremini, enoki, or kombu? AJ.
Morale.
No.
What was the second one? Mariki.
I know it's kombu. Kombu is not a mushroom. Bogota is the highest altitude capital of which? Avery.
Columbia.
Colombia, yes. Of which country? What 1919 event killed more people than World War I? Jack.
The Spanish flu.
Yes, Spanish influenza. What is the name of the long, wide-sleeved Japanese robe worn with a broad, Jack?
Kimono.
Kimono, yes, worn with a broad sash. Who is considered the main artist of pop art? AJ.
Warhol.
Warhol is correct. Who was the shortest serving U.S. president? Jack.
Harrison.
Yes, William Henry Harrison. Got pneumonia. In what town is Indiana State University?
State.
AJ.
Indianapolis.
Not Indianapolis. You can defer.
Springfield,
Need an answer?
Springfield.
I know it's in Terre Haute, Indiana.
Terre
Haute, Indiana. What is the anthropological term widely used to classify humans today? AJ.
Primate.
Not primate. No.
Homo sapien.
Homo sapiens. We're looking for, yeah. What is the name of the fault line that runs through Missouri? That is the New Madrid. The New Madrid fault line. Who is the only person to become both vice president and president? AJ.
Ford.
Ford, yes, after resignations. What is the probability of rolling snake eyes? Jack.
1 in 36.
1 in 36, yes, with a total of 2 with a total of 2 dice. What historic Virginia port was purchased in 1682 for 10,000 pounds of tobacco? Jack.
Chesapeake Bay.
Not Chesapeake Bay. You looking for it?
I was like, Massachusetts wasn't it?
Jamestown.
No, Norfolk.
Norfolk. Sure.
What Shakespeare play became a 1996 movie It starred Leonardo DiCaprio, AJ,
Romeo and Juliet.
Romeo and Juliet, yes, along with Claire Danes. What fatty acids in cold water fish are believed to reduce the risk? Jack. You can answer?
Fish oils.
No, you can confirm.
Is there more to the question?
What fatty acids in cold water fish are believed to reduce the risk of strokes?
It's like omega-3, isn't it?
Omega-3.
Omega-3s. Yes. How many feet in diameter is the Alaska pipeline?
What?
Jack.
3.
Not 3.
Oh.
10.
No, it's 4.
Really?
Okay, it's time for this round's video question,
Oh, dang.
which goes to Central.
Which 1985 Kate Bush song hit the #1 spot in 2022 after being featured on Stranger Things Season 4?
I assume you know it.
Running up that hill.
Running up that hill.
Okay.
The song Running Up That Hill climbed all the way to #1 on the Billboard Hot 100, an improvement over the single's initial 1985 peak of #30.
Let's get back to the game. What name was given to the dolphin fish to make it sound more appetizing on menus?
Dolphin.
Indra.
Tuna?
Not tuna, no.
Dolphin.
Fish.
Answer?
I think we're shifting.
Steak.
No, mahi mahi.
Oh.
How many golf majors did Jack Nicklaus win? AJ.
4.
Not 4.
I think it's actually, it's in the 20s. 24?
No, 18. In January 2004, NASA sent 2 exploration rovers to Mars. What were the 2 rovers' names? Jack.
Spirit and Opportunity.
That is correct. The Tournament of Roses is held in what Southern California city? Jack.
Pasadena.
Pasadena is correct. You're in good hands with what insurance company? AJ.
Allstate?
Allstate is correct. Who's the patron saint of music?
All right.
That is Saint Cecilia. This C word is secret or illegal cooperation or conspiracy, especially in order to cheat or deceive others. What is it? The C word. Secret or illegal cooperation or conspiracy. That is collusion. For what movie did Steven Spielberg win his first Academy Award as Best Director? Alexis.
Jaws.
Not John.
What did he make?
I don't think Schindler's List. I don't think I don't think it's the first.
Need an answer?
Let's go with that.
I don't know.
You Schindler's List.
That's correct. Yes. Schindler's List. What term describes a performer who learns the role of another in order to serve as a replacement? AJ.
Understudy?
Understudy, yes, as a replacement if it's necessary. Which Grand Slam tennis tournament is held at Flushing Meadows? Addison.
Wimbledon?
No. You can confirm?
That's the Australian Open. US Open. Not US Open.
I don't know. Just go.
The British Open.
No, it's the U.S. Open. The U.S. Open.
Okay. US Open.
What major river is called the Big Muddy?
Big.
Jack.
Rio Grande.
No. You can confirm?
Mississippi?
The Missouri. What body's organ's natural lubricant is called sebum?
Sebum.
Alexis.
Skin?
The skin is correct. What shoe is named after a man who was a basketball player but also a very successful shoe salesman? Jack.
Jordan.
No.
Kyrie's.
No, Chuck Taylor. What Macaulay Culkin character was left home alone? Emily.
Kevin McAllister.
Kevin McAllister is correct, yes. Beantown is what New England capital? AJ.
Boston.
Boston is correct. Who is Peter Parker's alter AJ?
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man is correct. Who wrote the autobiography Bossy Pants? Tina Fey. Tina Fey. Captain America, known as Steve Rogers, had a pal from Brooklyn named Bucky Barnes. Avery.
I was going to say Bucky Barnes.
Okay. What's Bucky's full given name?
James Buchanan Barnes.
That is correct. Yes.
I didn't finish the question.
That would do
In
it.
what year was the Cuban Missile Crisis? Emily.
61.
Not 61.
I think it was like
62.
68.
Any answer?
68.
I know 62. 62. Okay, that's the end of our first round. We'll tally up our scores and be back right after this.
Express yourself. Work with your hands. Care for others. At Parkland College, you'll be amazed at the new skills you'll learn, the goals you'll reach, and the difference you'll make in the world. Discover your very best self at Parkland College. Enroll now for classes at parkland.edu.
Okay, after one round, Champaign Central 180, Blue Ridge 110, but plenty of time to catch up in the lightning round. Let's get started. This NBA Hall of Fame legend has a son who played basketball for the University of Illinois. Avery.
Jordan.
Yes, Michael Jordan's son played here for a year or so. What type of rock is obsidian? Emily.
Igneous.
Igneous is correct, yes. The Archimedes screw is a device used to move what? Jack.
Liquids or
Yes.
water,
Yeah,
probably. Well,
water,
and
but
grain.
yes. How many times does each newly produced U.S. dollar have to go through the printing press? Jack.
3 times.
3 times, that's correct.
Hey.
What was the first toy advertised on national television? That was Mr. Potato Head. What highly urbanized eastern state is called the Garden State? Jack.
New Jersey.
New Jersey is correct. What holy day celebrates Jesus' entry into Jerusalem on the back of a donkey? Jack.
Good Friday.
Not Good Friday, Palm Sunday. Palm Sunday. The slogan advertising this food is, "It's what's for dinner." Jack.
Beef.
Beef. Who invented the mercury thermometer?
Interesting.
Gabriel Fahrenheit. In Greek mythology, who is the god of flocks and herds? It was Pan. Pan.
Yeah, sure.
What African American wrote the award-winning 1952 novel, The Invisible Man? AJ.
Ellison.
Yes, Ralph Ellison. What desk item was both encased in Jell-O in the British version? Emily.
Stapler.
Stapler, yes, and hoarded by Milton in Office Space. The oldest state capital in continuous use is where? The oldest state capital in continuous use. It's in Annapolis, Maryland. It's been there since 1772. What New England state has the lowest population east of the Mississippi? It's Vermont. Vermont. Who's the only 20th century president on Mount Rushmore? Jack.
Theodore Roosevelt.
Yes. In what country did the Night of the Long Knives take place? Jack.
Germany.
Germany is correct. What song was the Navy band playing at Pearl Harbor when the Japanese, AJ,
Star Spangled Banner.
Star Spangled Banner, when the Japanese attacked us? Okay, good lightning round. We'll be back with our final round when we come back.
Express yourself. Work with your hands. Care for others. At Parkland College, you'll be amazed at the new skills you'll learn, the goals you'll reach, and the difference you'll make in the world. Discover your very best self at Parkland College. Enroll now for classes at parkland.edu.
Welcome back. Heading into our final round, Champaign Central 260, Blue Ridge 130. Let's finish up. Excuse me, on which real London street does the fictional detective Sherlock Holmes live? Carol.
Baker.
Baker Street is correct. Good job. What is the only African country with port cities on both the Red Sea and the Mediterranean? Jack.
Egypt.
Egypt is correct, yes. How many bones are in the hand? AJ.
24.
Not 24.
26. Sure. 26.
27. Everybody's very close there. What country has the smallest population in the world? Jack.
Vatican City.
Vatican City is correct, yes. What's the name of the diamond-shaped soft spots on the skull of a newborn? Those are the fontanelles. Iron pyrite is commonly known as what? Jack.
Fool's Gold.
Fool's gold is correct. Which actor played Freddie Mercury in the 2018 film Bohemian Rhapsody? Alexis.
Oh, Rami Malek.
Yes. What does CPR stand for in a medical emergency? Stands for cardiopulmonary resuscitation. How many U.S. states border the Gulf of Mexico? AJ.
5.
5 is correct. Which body parts are missing on the statue of Aphrodite, known as Venus de Milo? Indra.
Arms.
Arms is correct, yes. Who was the victorious English commander at the Battle of Waterloo? Jack.
Nelson.
No, not Nelson.
Who's the Lord Protector? Who's like Lord Protector or something? Cromwell? What? Cromwell? Cromwell?
I know the Duke of Wellington. The Duke of Wellington. What fruit has the most protein? It's the avocado. What was the name of Helen Keller's teacher? Indra.
Anne Sullivan.
Anne Sullivan, yeah.
Goodness.
What chili-loving U.S. state adopted red or green as its official question? Hey, Jack.
Texas.
Not Texas, no. You confirm?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. New Mexico.
New Mexico is correct, yeah. What was the name of Jacques Cousteau's research vessel? It was called the Calypso. The Calypso. What's Rome's Piazza San Pietro known as in English? St. Peter's Square. St. Peter's Square. How many of Abraham Lincoln's children lived to adulthood? AJ.
2.
Not 2.
No. 1.
1, yes. Which river in New Mexico and Arizona has the same name as a venomous lizard? Jack.
Gila.
Yes. How many U.S. gallons is in a barrel of oil? Jack.
50.
Not 15.
15. That's probably more than that. 20.
42. 42. He directed the 1980 horror movie, The Shining. Emily.
Kubrick.
Yes, Kubrick. What Serbian-American inventor did not receive full credit for his invention of the radio until after his death in 1943? Jack.
Tesla.
Excuse me, yes, Tesla is correct. IBM is a multinational technology company. What does IBM stand for? Jack?
International Business Machines.
Correct. Who was the first winner of the Heisman Trophy? That was, of course, Jay Berwanger from the University of Chicago. These lines open which well-known play? When shall we three meet again? In thunder, lightning, or rain? Indra.
Macbeth.
Beth, it's correct, yes. What federal holiday was first celebrated in 1986? Martin Luther King Day. Okay, it's time for this round's video question. And it goes to Blue Ridge.
The term NFT was one of the most popular words in 2021. What does it stand for?
Non-fungible token.
A non-fungible token is a unique digital identifier that is recorded on a blockchain and is used to certify ownership and authenticity. It cannot be copied, substituted, or subdivided. The ownership of an NFT can be transferred by the owner, allowing NFTs to be sold and traded.
Okay, great job on the video question. Let's finish up the game. Fess Parker played what famous frontiersman in this 1955 Disney film? Jack.
Crockett.
Yes, Davy Crockett. In what state could you see the play The Life and Times of Jesse James? It's his home state. That's in Missouri, at the site of the James homestead. A car question. What does the abbreviation ABS stand for? Jack.
Anti-lock brake system.
Yes. In the Star Wars universe, who is Luke Skywalker's mother? Emily.
Princess Leia.
No, you can give her.
No.
It's like,
I'm sorry.
It's a weird name. I don't know if be able to say.
I messed up.
I've heard it before. Anybody? No answer.
Can you answer?
No answer.
Padme.
Amidala.
Yes.
Yeah, I messed up. I knew the answer. No, really? Yeah, I did.
Which U.S. state capital city was named after the knighted British navigator and writer? Indra.
Columbus.
Not Columbus. No.
Navigator and a writer. Anything? Oh, Milwaukee.
No, Raleigh. Raleigh.
Okay.
How many hurdles are there in a 110-meter hurdle race? Yeah.
10.
10 is correct, yeah. To which country does the Sinai Peninsula belong? Jack.
Israel.
Not Israel. You can defer.
Egypt.
Egypt is correct.
Oh, right. So that's close enough.
What search engine was originally named Backrub?
Backrub.
Emily.
Google.
Google is correct.
All right.
What kind of gas does not undergo chemical reactions under a set of given conditions? Jack.
Non-reactive.
No. You can defer.
Sure. Noble gas.
No, inert.
Oh, yeah. All right.
What does the pet name Bay stand for? B-A-E. Avery.
Baby.
No.
No answer.
Before anyone else. What was the short word for infantile paralysis used on the 1950s March of Dime posters? AJ.
SIDS.
Not SIDS, no. didn't answer?
No answer.
Polio. What classification system was first published in the United States by Melvin Dewey in Emily?
The Dewey Decimal.
Yes, Dewey Decimal System, yes, in 1876. What nation is divided in two by the Cook Strait? That is New Zealand. What is the largest brass section instrument in the orchestra? Carolyn.
Tuba.
Tuba is correct. What actor played the fictional character Marty McFly in the Emily?
Michael C. Fox. Michael J. Fox.
Yeah,
I said Michael Fox.
well, you said,
Oh.
yeah. Michael J. Fox, right? Yeah, we have to take it for days.
Sorry.
You said the wrong thing.
Who was the first president of Russia after the fall of the Soviet Union? Jack.
Lenin.
Not Lenin, no. You prefer?
That's Sophia.
I'm afraid I'm not from the Russia thing.
Putin.
Boris Yeltsin. Boris Yeltsin.
Should have known. Oh.
What chemical element is also called wolfram and has a symbol Jack?
Tungsten.
Tungsten, yes. Atomic number 74.
Oh. Yes.
Which African country has the greatest surface area?
Greatest surfer.
What?
AJ.
South Africa.
No.
Something in the Atlas Mountains, right?
DRC.
Democratic.
Democratic Republic of Congo.
No, the Sudan. The Sudan.
Oh, because it's just one country.
Yeah. Who was John F. Kennedy's opponent in the 1960 presidential election? Jack.
Nixon.
Yes, Richard Nixon. What was Paul McCartney's next band after the Beatles? Carolyn.
Wings.
Wings is correct. Yes. Okay, that's the end of our game. We'll tally up our score and tell you who's moving on to the championship game when we come back.
Express yourself. Work with your hands. Care for others. Discover your very best self at Parkland College. Enroll now for classes at parkland.edu.
Okay, pretty good game. Central 440, Blue Ridge 230. That means Central's going to move on and play the winners of our next game between Oakwood and St. Thomas More. Thanks for joining us. Stick around. Welcome back to Parkland Challenge 2023. We're Final Four day, but we're down to 3 teams. We know Champaign Central is going to be in the finals, and they'll be joined by one of these 2 teams. Let's meet them now.
Jaron Fleming, senior.
Ashton Morris, senior.
Brody Blue, junior.
Kaylee Tizon, senior.
B.R. Ziri, junior.
Ramona Leggett, junior.
Noah Carpenter, sophomore.
Anthony Studer, senior.
Jack McMillan, senior.
Dalton Carmine, senior.
Leah Pfeiffer, senior.
Cameron Ensley, senior.
Ben Wilson, senior.
Kate McMillan, junior.
Philip Withersickles, sophomore. Garrett Unger, junior.
Okay, let's get started. What is the name of the Disney cartoon character that is the girlfriend to Donald Brody?
Daffy Duck.
No, not Daffy Duck. Oh, the girlfriend to Donald Duck.
Daisy Duck.
Daisy Duck is correct. Yes. What organization registers purebred pooches? Phil.
The American Kennel Club.
Yes, American Kennel Club. What is the fastest growing organ? Ashton.
Brain?
Not the brain.
Skin.
Yeah. Skin?
Liver. The liver. What disorder does OCD stand for? Ashton.
Obsessive compulsive disorder.
That is correct. Which country is the setting for the dinosaur park in Jurassic Park? Anthony.
Costa Rica.
Costa Rica is right. What country provides Cuba with most of its new cars and computers in exchange for sugar? Ashton.
United States.
Not the United States, no.
Russia?
Japan. Japan. Which president created the Drug Enforcement Administration in 1970? Ashton.
Lyndon B. Johnson.
Not Johnson.
Nixon.
Nixon.
Nixon is correct, yes. What is the name of the Spanish islands that lie off the northwest coast of Africa? Jack.
The Canary Islands.
Canary Islands is correct. What is a Japanese delicacy consisting of very fresh raw meat or fish sliced into thin pieces? Brody.
Sashimi.
Sashimi is correct. Which organization's flag is blue with a depiction of the world surrounded by a wreath? Phil.
The United Nations.
Yes. What branch of the armed forces first popularized the phrase gung ho? Brody.
The Marines.
Marines is correct. What is the world's largest archipelago? Jack.
Indonesia.
Yes. What muscle is located directly beneath the human lungs? Booyar.
Diaphragm.
Diaphragm, yeah. Good job. What do you call the second in command on a pirate ship? Anthony.
First mate.
First mate is correct. Which U.S. political party replaced the Whig Party prior to the Civil War? Kate.
The Republicans.
Yes, Republican is correct. If you already own Illinois and Indiana avenues in Monopoly, what property do you need to get to complete this set? Jared.
Tennessee.
Not Tennessee, no.
Maybe like
Iowa. Kentucky. Kentucky Avenue. What kind of car travels through time and back to the Ashland?
The DeLorean.
DeLorean is correct. In which organ are the aorta, the Ashland? Heart, yes. Percussive valve and ventricle. In Egyptian mythology, Happy is a personification of which river? Brody.
The Nile.
The Nile is correct. What major government watchdog organization goes by the initials EPA? Jack.
Environmental Protection Agency.
That is correct. What did Benjamin Franklin want to be the national animal of the United States? Brody.
The turkey.
The turkey is correct. Whoopi Goldberg is now a panelist on The View. In what movie did she pretend to be a nun? Jack.
Sister Act.
Sister Act is right. What is an archaeological name given to a wooden or stone support built against a wall? Ashton.
Flying buttress.
Buttress, yes. What's the scientific name for the unit of heat that raises the temperature of 1 gram? Ashton.
British thermal unit.
No, I'll finish the question for you. What is the scientific name for the unit of heat that raises the temperature of 1 gram of water by 1 degree?
A calorie?
Oh, yes, calorie. This can be a singer, a gemstone, or a brand name for almonds. What is it? Ashton.
Diamond.
Diamond, yes. In Olympic archery, what is the standard distance of the target from the archer? BR.
20 meters.
Not 20 meters.
No, not 100. 50.
20. 50 meters.
70 meters. It's a long way. This president gave us the first televised White House address in 1947. Ashton.
FDR.
Not FDR.
Truman.
Truman is correct.
Played by Jim Carrey.
What spacecraft was the first to land on the moon in Brody?
Apollo 11.
Apollo 11, yes, in 1969. Okay, it's time for this round video question, which goes to St. Thomas More.
What anniversary did the Harry Potter film franchise celebrate in 2021?
2021. 20 year. 30. 20 or 20.
20.
20.
20. The 20-year anniversary.
The 20th anniversary of the franchise inspired a Return to Hogwarts television special released on HBO Max that reunited the cast and crew of the Harry Potter film series.
Okay, great job on the video question. Let's finish up the first round. Ganymede The largest moon in our solar system belongs to which planet? Kate.
Jupiter.
Jupiter is correct. What event inspired Herbert Morrison's famous quote, "Oh, the humanity"? Jack.
The crashing of the Hindenburg.
Yes. In what year did Elon Musk launch Tesla? Ashton.
2008.
Not 2008.
2006. 2006.
2003. What minor league baseball team did Michael Jordan play for? Ashton.
The Barons.
Yes, the Birmingham Barons. Good job. What is the only place below sea level in the United States? Jack.
Death Valley.
No, I'll finish the question for you. That is not in the California desert.
New Orleans.
New Orleans is correct. What reptilian name is given to a scarf made of feathers or fur? Anthony.
Boa.
Boa is correct. What's the name of Bilbo and Frodo Baggins' hobbit hole? Ashton. Or Anthony, I'm sorry.
Bag End.
Bag End, yes. The ethnic designation of any Germanic people, particularly those from Scandinavia, is what? Jack.
Nordic.
Nordic is correct. What is former U.S. President candidate Mitt Romney's first name? Jared.
Never mind.
You can confirm?
Mitchell.
George.
Or George.
George.
It's Willard. Willard. What does SCUBA stand for? That stands for Self-Contained Underwater Breathing Apparatus. What was the final battle of the Revolutionary War? Kate.
The Battle of Yorktown.
Yorktown is correct. Good job. What is the 8th sign of the zodiac? Brody.
Aries.
Not Aries.
I think Gemini. Wait, no, it's not. Libra.
Libra.
Scorpio. Scorpio. What two countries share the longest border in the world? Booyar.
Russia and Mongolia.
No.
I think it's Canada and the U.S.
Canada and the U.S.
That is correct, yes. What are these tools used for? Retractors, forceps, tweezers, clips. Ashley.
Surgery.
Surgery, yes. Clamps and scalpels. How many playing pieces does each player have at the start of a game of backgammon? Brody.
10.
Not 10.
21.
15. 15. How many hours are in 1 week? Ashley.
124.
No.
154.
154. 154.
168. 168. Titan, Prometheus, and Pandora are all moons of what planet? Ashley.
Saturn.
Saturn is correct. Which president died from contracting cholera? Excuse me, Ashton.
Harrison.
Not Harrison. No.
Tyler. Or no, Taylor.
Didn't Tyler get a cold?
Taylor.
Yes, Taylor. What is part of the United Kingdom but not part of Great Britain? Jack.
Northern Ireland.
Northern Ireland is correct. What is the highest number used on the pH scale? Brody.
14.
14 is the right answer. What apparatus is primarily used for weaving? Ashton.
No answer.
No answer.
Loom.
Loom is correct. How many flats are in the key of G flat? Booyar.
3.
Not 3.
2.
5.
6.
Dang.
Who did Russia wage war against in 1904? Ashton.
Japan.
Japan is correct. What were Calico Jack, Henry Morgan, Edward Teach, and Captain Kidd? Anthony.
Pirates.
Pirates. Okay, that's the end of our first round. We'll Cal Beer score and be back with the lightning round right after this.
Express yourself. Work with your hands. Care for others. At Parkland College, you'll be amazed at the new skills you'll learn, the goals you'll reach, and the difference you'll make in the world. Discover your very best self at Parkland College. Enroll now for classes at parkland.edu.
Okay, at the end of round one, Oakwood 170, St. Thomas More 260, but Oakwood can catch up in the lightning round, so let's get started. What nationality was astronomer Copernicus? Jack?
Polish.
Polish is correct. What two European countries are on the Scandinavian peninsula? Kate?
Norway and Sweden.
Norway and Sweden is correct. What number is a hurricane on the Beaufort scale? Beaufort scale. Phil?
5.
No, it's 12. 12. Okay. In what year did Illinois become the 21st Booyah?
1818.
1818, the 21st state. What is the name for the feeling of already having experienced something in Ashton?
Deja vu.
Deja vu is correct. Until the French Revolution, which famous building was the primary home to French, Kate?
The Bastille.
No, the French royal family, Versailles, House of Versailles. What machine cleans and resurfaces the ice for figure skaters and hockey players? Phil?
The Zamboni.
Zamboni is correct. What gas in the blood of divers can cause the bends? The gas is nitrogen. What comic strip's final panel depicts a boy and a tiger sledding away? Phil?
Calvin and Hobbes.
Calvin and Hobbes, yes. Where do orange trees originally hail from? They come from China. Which everyday English word literally means "and the rest" in Latin? Brody?
Etc.
Etc. is correct. Why was New Amsterdam was renamed New York in 1664? Why was, Jack?
It was taken over by the British.
Yes, that's correct. In what year did the Pony Express begin? That was 1860. 1860. What three substances are your teeth made from? It's enamel, dentin, and pulp. How many sides does a pentadecagon have? Ashton?
15.
15 is correct. The United States Supreme Court consists of how many judges? Brody?
9.
9 is correct. By what name is Sean Corey Carter better known? That is Jay-Z's real name. The painter Rembrandt was of what nationality? Jack?
Dutch.
Dutch is correct. Okay, that's the end of our lightning round. We'll be back to finish up our game when we come back.
Express yourself. Work with your hands. Care for others. At Parkland College, you'll be amazed at the new skills you'll learn, the goals you'll reach, and the difference you'll make in the world. Discover your very best self at Parkland College. Enroll now for classes at parkland.edu.
Okay, Oakwood 220, St. Thomas More 300. So Oakwood's still within striking distance. Let's finish up the game. For what metal is AU on the chemical Brody?
Gold.
Gold is correct. What state has only American Diamond Field open to the public? Jack.
Arkansas.
Arkansas, yes. Creators of Diamond State Park. If you are studying for the LSAT test, you are trying to gain admission to Kate.
Law school.
Law school, yes. What does ATV stand for? Ashley.
All-terrain vehicle.
All-terrain vehicle is right. What does the Saffir-Simpson scale measure? Bert.
Forest fires.
Not forest fires. Confirm.
Tsunamis.
Tsunamis.
Close. Hurricanes. The other. Which amendment is used to prevent one from incriminating him or herself? Ashton.
Fifth.
Fifth Amendment is correct. What was the title of the play Lincoln was watching? Ashton.
No answer. No.
Our American Cousin.
Our American Cousin.
Yeah.
Our American Cousin.
That is correct, yes. English dramatist Tom Taylor. The Lofoten Islands belong to which country? Ashton.
New Zealand.
Not New Zealand.
Yeah, I guess.
Great Britain.
Norway. What Midwestern city is nicknamed Circle City? No.
Indianapolis.
Indianapolis is correct, yes. Normal stop sign has what geometric, Brody?
Octagon.
Octagon is correct. By what more common name are the chains of amino acids that require Brody?
Proteins.
Proteins, yes. Ocean State has appeared on the license plate. No.
Rhode Island.
Rhode Island is correct. Along with the Madonna, what other work of art from Edward Munch was stolen?
The Scream.
The Scream, yes, stolen from a museum in 2004. How old was Lady Diana when she married Prince Charles?
19.
Not 19. You can confirm.
20.
20 is correct.
Sir.
Who, long before Columbus, claimed the world was round, reasoning that if it were flat, all the stars would be visible from all points. Phil.
Archimedes?
Not Archimedes.
Galileo.
Aristotle.
Other A. The other one.
What number does giga stand for? Ashton.
100.
No.
I think it's like a million.
300?
A million? I think so.
A million.
Billion. 1 billion. Debuting on NBC in 1947, what political affairs program is the longest running show in television? Bougar.
Law and Order.
No, not Law and Order.
C-SPAN?
MNBC.
Say it, Jack.
C-SPAN?
No, Meet the Press. Meet the Press. Who founded Philadelphia, the city of brotherly love, in 1682? Jack.
William Penn?
William Penn is correct. How many lengths of the pools are swum in an Olympic 4x100 meter freestyle race? Phil.
4.
No.
2.
8.
Oh, I thought I meant track and skip.
The novel Don Quixote was written by which Brody?
Miguel de Cervantes.
Yes. Which measurement unit uses the abbreviation N? N. Phil.
Newtons?
Newton is correct. Oh, yeah. What word do we use to describe the asexual reproduction of a genetic carbon copy of an animal or plant? Dalton.
Clone.
Clone is right. What is the first note on a scale called? Bernie.
Tenor.
No.
Concert. Concert B flat.
Concert note.
The tonic. Tonic. In what decade did the FBI hire its first 2 female agents? Ashton.
70s.
Yes, 1970s. What element is found between nickel and zinc on the periodic table? Ashton.
Copper.
Copper is right. What 3 tiny ships were sent by the government of Spain on a tour of U.S. ports? Kate.
The Nina, the Pinta, and the Santa Maria.
Yes, this was in 1992. Who founded Motown Records?
Oh my God.
Ashton.
Bobby Brown.
Not Bobby Brown.
My mom's gonna kill me when I don't get this right.
Better get it right.
Jack, you know this.
I have no idea.
Need an answer?
Jackson. Says it.
No, it wasn't a Jackson.
Jackson.
No, Barry Gordy Jr. Barry Gordy Jr. Okay, it's time for this round's video question, which is for Oakwood.
The Fast and Furious franchise is releasing another film in 2023. What number film of the franchise will it be?
9.
Fast X will be the 10th installment of the franchise and will be the first part of a 2-movie finale to the Fast and Furious story.
Let's finish up our game. What style of music is immortalized in the movie Saturday Night Fever? Ashley.
Disco.
Disco is correct. Who did the voice of Gru in Despicable Me? Ashley.
Steve Carell.
Steve Carell is right. At what point, what is the point on which a lever rests or is supported? Booyah.
Fulcrum.
Fulcrum, yes. Defined as having a pH less than 7. Booyah.
Acidic.
Yes, acidic. What former Queen of England was completely bald due to smallpox at the age of 29? Ashley.
Elizabeth.
Be more specific.
Elizabeth the First.
Elizabeth I is correct. Yes. Which country will you enter if you travel west from Egypt? Jack.
Libya.
Yes. What is a Morton Salt girl carrying other than a can of salt? Ashley.
Umbrella.
Umbrella is correct. What is the last word in the Pledge of Allegiance? Booyah.
All.
All is correct, yes. What position did both these men hold? Louis Freeh and J. Edgar Hoover. Ashley.
Head of the FBI.
Yes. What name for automation came from the Czech word meaning forced labor? The name was robot. Robot. According to Kenny Rogers, who shouldn't take her love? Ashton.
Dolly Parton.
No. According to Kenny Rogers, who shouldn't take her love to town?
Susan. I don't know.
Need an answer?
Suzanne.
No, Ruby. Ruby, don't take your love to town. Who directed Citizen Kane? Ashton.
Hitchcock.
Not Hitchcock.
I think it was worse in Wyoming.
Need an answer?
Wells.
Yes, Orson Welles.
Yes, sir.
Collectively, what were Alfalfa, Spanky, Darla, and Buckwheat known as? Jack.
The Little Rascals.
The Little Rascals were our gang, yes. If you were in the southern United States town of Oxford, what large state, Jack?
Mississippi.
Be more specific.
What? The state of Mississippi?
No, I'll finish the question for you. What large state university would you be near? Ashley.
Oh, sorry. Ole Miss.
Yes, Ole Miss. Yes, University of Mississippi. Local video game company Volition was founded in 1993 by Mike Koulis. What was the company's original name? Brody.
United Game Company.
No. Looking for it?
Gamers of America.
No, Parallax Software. What post-World War II United States plan helped rebuild Europe? Kate.
The Marshall Plan.
The Marshall Plan is right. What is the distance from the pitcher's rubber to home plate? Ashley.
10 feet.
No. The pitcher's rubber to home plate in baseball.
60 feet, 6 inches.
That is correct. What two words that begin with H and C was a term for early automobiles? Two words that begin with H and C. Jack.
Horseless carriage.
Horseless carriage is correct. The skywalk, with its 4-inch thick glass floor, protrudes 66 feet off the rim. Ashton.
Willis Tower.
No, I'll finish it for you. 66 feet off the rim of what national wonder?
Sears Tower is like it's.
No, you don't call it that. It's the
Empire
Willis
State.
Tower.
Empire State.
I know, the Grand Canyon. Grand Canyon. What is the Latin term for the stiffness of a corpse? Jack.
Rigor mortis.
That is correct. What African American woman founded her own network, which is called OWN?
Oprah.
Yes, Oprah Winfrey. What Revolutionary War naval officer said, "I have not yet begun to fight"? Brody.
Cornwall.
No.
Washington.
It was John Paul Jones. Okay, that's the end of our game. We'll tally up our score and tell you who's going to play Central in our final right after this.
Express yourself. Work with your hands. Care for others. Discover your very best self at Parkland College. Enroll now for classes at parkland.edu.
Okay, great comeback by Oakwood, but they only ended up with 430. St. Thomas More got 450. So they're moving on to play Champaign Central in our final game, which is coming up after this. Thanks for joining us. Okay, welcome to the Parkland Challenge 2023 final. 16 teams, and it all comes down to these two teams, STM and Central, playing for the Parkland Challenge Cup. So let's meet our teams, and then we'll get started.
Jack Larson, 11th grade.
Emily Miller, 9th grade.
Carolyn Beckett, 10th grade. Madison Steffen, 10th grade.
Avery Beckett, 10th grade.
Anthony Studer, senior.
Jack McMillan, senior.
Dalton Carmine, senior.
Leah Pfeiffer, senior.
Cameron Ensley, senior.
Ben Wilson, senior.
Kate McMillan, junior.
Philip Witherstickles, sophomore. Garrett Unger, junior.
All right, let's get started. What kind of extraterrestrial rock caused over 100 injuries in Russia in early, Jack?
The Chelyabinsk meteor.
Yes, meteors. We're looking for this. What plant does not eat insects? A pitcher plant, a sundew, a velvet leaf, or a Venus flytrap? Phil.
A velvet leaf.
Velvet leaf is correct. What do you call a point in the range of values at which half the values are above it and half are below it? Kate.
Average.
Not average, no.
Median.
Median is correct, yes. What state maintains its old state capitol as a museum because of its Abraham Lincoln? Kate.
Illinois.
Illinois, yes. It's Abraham Lincoln connections. What sticky sweetener was traditionally used as an antiseptic ointment for cuts and bruises? Emily.
Corn syrup.
Not corn syrup.
Molasses.
Molasses.
No, honey.
Oh, shoot.
How many teaspoons are in a tablespoon? Emily.
3.
3 is correct. Who has served as Chancellor of Germany since 2005? Jack.
Merkel.
Merkel is correct. What is the name of William Shakespeare's longest play? Phil.
King Henry VI.
No.
It's one. I think it's one of the Richards. Maybe the third.
What? Richard III.
Hamlet. Who wrote the book Roots? Jack.
Alex Haley.
Alex Haley is the right answer. How old is Juliet in Romeo and Juliet? Kate.
13.
13 is right. What word denotes a land-linking sandbar? Phil.
Isthmus?
No, not this one. An answer?
Straight.
No, Tombola. Tombola. How many square feet are there in 1 square yard? Jack.
9.
9 is correct. The Statue of Liberty was a gift to the United States. Jack.
France.
France. From which country? Yes. What is a group of hedgehogs called? They're called a prickle. Prickle hedgehogs.
I thought it was a Sonic.
Which city is not in Egypt? Cairo, Dakar, Luxor, or Jack?
Dakar.
Dakar is correct. This large mammal has a name meaning river horse. Jack?
Hippo.
Yes. Is a neap tide the least or the greatest tide in the lunar month? NEAP. Kate?
Greatest.
No, you prefer
Least.
Least is great, yeah. Ain't that a great question for the stealing round? Which magazine frequently featured Norman Rockwell cover illustrations? Jack?
Time.
Not Time, no.
Vanity Fair.
Vanity Fair?
No, Saturday Evening Post. Saturday Evening Post. What famous trio embraced the motto, one for all, Kate?
The Three Musketeers.
Three Musketeers is correct. Around what planet does the moon Titan orbit? Emily?
Saturn.
Saturn is right. 1 kilogram is equivalent to how many pounds? Jack?
2.2.
2.2 is right. Yep. What canal links the Caribbean Sea with the Pacific Ocean? Jack?
The Panama Canal.
Panama Canal is right. Who was the first character to speak in the original Star Wars movie? Jack?
C-3PO.
That is correct.
Yes, sir.
What are the initials of the secret police organization that preceded Jack?
The KGB.
Yes, it preceded Russia's FSB. Yes. Who plays the main character in the Marvel movie Thor? Avery.
Chris Hemsworth.
Yes. In what year did was the United Nations founded? Jack.
1950.
No, you can go.
48. 48 or 47.
1948?
1945. 1945. What law enforcement agency handles counterfeit investigations? Jack.
Secret Service?
Secret Service is correct. All right, it's time for this round's video question, which is for Champaign Central.
The 95th Academy Awards saw what film sweep most of the top categories in 2023, including the Oscars for Best Picture and Directing?
Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Everything Everywhere All at Once earned a total of 11 nominations and won 7 Oscars for Best Picture, Best Director, Best Actress, Best Supporting Actor, Best Supporting Actress, Best Original Screenplay, and Best Film Editing.
Okay, good job on the video question.
Yeah.
What is 70% of 70? Jack.
49.
49 is correct. You may remember Sputnik is the first Russian satellite. What was the first U.S. satellite? Jack.
Explorer.
Yes. What is the process in which plants use light energy? Emily.
Photosynthesis.
Photosynthesis is correct. The famous scientist Stephen Hawking suffered from what disease? Kate.
ALS.
ALS, yes, or Lou Gehrig's disease. What component of the blood takes in oxygen? Emily.
Hemoglobin.
That's not what we're looking for. You're looking for
Red blood cells. Red blood cells.
red blood cells is correct, yes. What character apparently survived drowning in Les Miserables to appear in the 2001 sequel? Avery.
Javert.
Yes. I didn't know that. In which city was the Prophet Muhammad born? Jack.
Mecca.
Mecca is correct. What is the capital of the island state of Sri Lanka? Jack.
Colombo.
Colombo is correct.
One more.
What gives red blood cells their color? Emily.
Hemoglobin.
Hemoglobin. Just keep saying it, you'll get it right eventually. In Shakespeare's play, which king shouts, a horse, a horse? Jack.
Richard III.
Richard III, my kingdom for a horse. Idaho's River of No Return is actually named for what edible fish?
Edible fish.
Anthony.
The halibut.
No.
Just fish, I guess.
It was Idaho, right? Yeah. Bass.
Salmon. Salmon.
Really? Oh, sure.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, see? What is the full name of Sylvester Stallone's character in the Rocky movies? Kate.
Rocky Balboa.
Balboa is correct. Despite its use in cigarettes, what substance gives peppermint its healing properties? Phil.
Nicotine.
Not nicotine, no. You can go first.
Oh, capsaicin. Capsaicin?
No, menthol. Menthol. What vitamin is mainly acquired for the body through sunlight? Kate.
Vitamin D.
Vitamin D is right. Which state is nicknamed the Yellowhammer State? Jack.
Alabama.
Alabama is right. In the X-Men comics, what nearly indestructible element is fused with Wolverine's bones? Jack.
Adamantium.
Adamantium is correct. The word checkmate comes from the Persian phrase shamat, which, Jack.
The king is dead.
Yes, which means the king is dead. May Queen, Wisely Crab, Foxwhelps, and Lane's Prince Albert are all types of what? May Queen, Wisely Crab, Foxwhelps, and Lane's Prince Albert. Kate.
Snails.
Not snails.
Flowers.
Ships. Ships.
Flowers.
Apples. Apples.
I should know this.
What year marked the beginning of the California Gold Rush? Jack.
1849.
No. You can go first.
1848.
1848.
1848, yes.
49.
That was when the most of it.
Whose final game at Camden Yards was marked by the groundskeepers mowing a giant number 8 into the outfield? Grass. Anthony.
Lou Gehrig.
Not Lou Gehrig, no.
Maybe.
Mookie Betts.
No, Cal Ripken Jr. Cal Ripken Jr. If Rachel Ray tells you to add EVOO to a dish, Jack.
Extra virgin olive oil.
Yes. What is the world's second largest French-speaking city? Phil.
Quebec City.
Pardon?
Quebec.
Not Quebec.
Kinshasa. Kinshasa.
Kinshasa.
No, Montreal. What popular NBC television show starred Tina Fey and Alec Baldwin? Phil.
30 Rock.
30 Rock is right. Okay, that's the end of our first round. Pretty good game so far. Stick around for the lightning round when we come back.
Express yourself. Work with your hands. Care for others. At Parkland College, you'll be amazed at the new skills you'll learn, the goals you'll reach, and the difference you'll make in the world. Discover your very best self at Parkland College. Enroll now for classes at parkland.edu.
Well, we've got another great game going. Champaign Central 200, St. Thomas More 210. Let's get to our lightning round. What street in New York was the center of advertising and public relations? It was Madison Avenue. One of the world's most astute investors. What businessman and philanthropist is known as the Oracle of Omaha? Jack.
Warren Buffett.
Warren Buffett is correct. Who was on the cover of the first issue of Rolling Stone magazine? It was John Lennon, not a Rolling Stone. What breed is the cowardly canine detective Scooby-Doo? Jack.
Great Dane.
Great Dane is correct. What is the name for the contact area between two nerve cells in the brain? Jack.
Synapse.
Yes. With what French phrase did Chef Julia Childs sign off each episode of her TV show? Carol.
Bon appetit.
Yes, good job. What kind of chemical bond involves the sharing of Jack?
Covalent.
Yes, covalent bond. What is the name of the online money transfer system owned by eBay, initially founded in Jack?
PayPal.
PayPal is correct. What mythological creature was known for telling a famous riddle? Jack.
Sphinx.
Sphinx is correct. What is the name that Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was born with? Jack.
Lou Alcindor.
Lou Alcindor is correct. Where is the National Football Hall of Fame located? That is in Canton, Ohio. What is the chemical name for laughing gas? Jack.
Nitrous oxide.
Nitrous oxide. Good job. Who was the 22nd and 24th president? Kate.
Grover Cleveland.
Grover Cleveland, yes, of the United States. Who hosted American Bandstand from 1952 to 1989? It was Dick Clark. What is the name of the high school in the movie Grease? It was Rydell High. What is the male part of a flower called? It's called the stamen. What simple creature is employed to turn organic garbage into vermicompost? Jack.
Worms.
Worms is correct. What style of pants is named for the island in the Gulf of Naples? For an island in the Gulf of Naples. Kate.
Capri's.
Yes. Okay, that's the end of our lightning round. Pretty good one. We'll have one more round, and then we'll tell you the Parkland Challenge 2023 championship is. So stick around.
Express yourself. Work with your hands. Care for others. At Parkland College, you'll be amazed at the new skills you'll learn, the goals you'll reach, and the difference you'll make in the world. Discover your very best self at Parkland College. Enroll now for classes at parkland.edu.
Okay, welcome back. One more round to decide our champion for this year, so let's get started. Where in the body is the macula? Emily.
The eye.
The eye is correct. Name the three main male characters on the sitcom Friends. Avery.
Ross, Chandler, and Joey.
That is correct, yes. What modern day conglomerate built the Zero planes that bombed Pearl Harbor? Jack.
Boeing.
Not Boeing. You confirm?
Lockheed Martin.
Lockheed Martin?
No, Mitsubishi.
Oh.
What husband and wife scientists in 1898 announced the discovery of the most radioactive chemical? Kate.
Curie.
Yes. What auto mogul had worked as chief engineer for the Edison Illuminating Company in Detroit? Emily.
Ford.
Henry Ford is correct, yes. What is the main ingredient of polenta?
Polenta.
Emily.
Corn.
Be more specific.
Cornmeal.
Yes, it's correct.
Yeah.
The island of Zanzibar lies off the coast. Jack.
Tanzania.
Tanzania is of which country? Fathers of which religion celebrate Eid? Kate.
Islam.
Islam is correct. What nut is not a tree nut? A pine nut, a peanut, a hazelnut? Emily.
Peanut.
Peanut, yes, or a cashew.
Nice.
In cooking, what is exposure to direct radiant heat? Phil.
Broiling.
Broiling is correct. What was the first human spaceflight program for the United States called? Jack.
Mercury.
Mercury program, yes. On sailing ships, what was the name of the lookout platform high above the mast? Jack.
Crow's Nest.
Crow's Nest is correct. How many carats is in pure gold? Jack.
24.
24 karat gold, yes. Saturday Night Live made its debut in what year? Phil.
1968.
Not 68.
It's the
70s.
70s. Yeah, late 70s. Is it late?
76.
I need an answer?
1978.
1975. Close. Famous is the site where Francis Scott Key wrote the Star Spangled Banner. Fort McHenry was built to protect what city? Jack.
Baltimore.
Baltimore is correct. How does the vocal exercise continue? Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la. Anthony.
T.
T, yes. In what sport can a player double fault? Kate.
Tennis.
Tennis is correct. Who said, ask not what your country can do for you? Jack.
Kennedy.
Yes, John F. Kennedy. What comic strip youngster frequently used the expression, good grief? Carolyn.
Peanuts.
No, what comic strip?
Charlie Brown.
Charlie Brown, yes. Which city is located where the Mississippi meets the Missouri River? Jack.
St. Louis.
St. Louis is correct, yes. Who was the first Republican United States president? Kate.
Lincoln.
Lincoln is correct. A group of lions is a pride. A group of elephants is a herd. What is a group of leopards? Phil.
Pack.
No, not a pack.
Family.
No, a leap of leopards.
Oh, sure.
I thought they were pretty solitary.
What is the capital of Lebanon? Jack.
Beirut.
Beirut is correct.
That one was for you, Dad.
What is the study of tissue cells? Phil.
Dermatologist.
Pardon me?
Dermatologist.
No, not dermatologist. Confirm?
You can go, please.
Biopsy.
No, histology.
Yeah.
What surface is divided by Botts dots?
Box.
B-O-T-T-S. Botts dots. Phil.
Plane. A plane.
Not a plane, no.
No answer. No answer.
It's highway lanes. Those are the things that make up the highway lane. Okay, it's time for this round's video question, which goes to St. Thomas More.
What new Girl Scout cookie flavor is in such high demand that after selling out online, boxes are now being peddled for far higher prices on resale websites?
I was a Girl Scout, so I should know this.
Yeah, come on, Kate.
It's not Phoenix. It's like the trefoils, maybe.
Trefoils?
I don't know. It's been like 50 years since I was a Girl Scout.
Okay, trefoils. Trefoils?
Okay.
Raspberry Rally is a thin, crispy cookie infused with raspberry flavor and dipped in chocolate coating. It is an exclusive cookie that can only be purchased online, prompting some to sell them on eBay for $20 or more per box.
Okay, let's finish up our game. Who was president of the United States when bombs were dropped on Hiroshima? Kate.
Truman.
Truman is correct.
All right, you get your Girl Scout badge back.
Which U.S. government agency began operation on October 1st, 1958? Phil.
The CIA?
Not the CIA.
58.
58. No, it's not. FDA.
Need an answer?
The EPA?
No, that was when NASA started. That was when NASA started. What famous self-help organization is known for never giving last names of its members? Jack.
Alcoholics Anonymous.
That is correct. What Alpine country's women got the right to vote in Jack?
Switzerland?
Switzerland, yes, in 1971.
That one was for you, Stu.
Besides Italian, what is the other official language of the Vatican? Jack.
Latin.
Latin is correct.
That one was for you, Magooster.
What wonder of the ancient world was destroyed by arson the same night as Jack?
The Library of Alexandria.
No, I'll finish the question for you. It was destroyed by arson the same night that Alexander the Great was born.
Gardens of Babylon.
Yeah, that's
Gardens
gonna
of
be
Babylon.
Babylon.
Gardens of Babylon?
I know the temple to Artemis.
They never
Artemis.
Yeah.
From Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet, what is Juliet's family name? Jack.
Capulet.
Capulet is correct. What year was the first James Bond movie released? Anthony.
1968?
Not 68.
Early 60s.
1964.
1964.
No, 1962. That was Dr. No. Who was the second man on the moon? Jack.
Aldrin.
Yes, Buzz Aldrin. Which two planets in our solar system do not have moons? Phil.
Mercury and Venus?
Mercury and Venus is correct. What is the name of Bruce Wayne's butler? Jack.
Alfred.
Alfred is right. In what year was Coca-Cola first introduced? Avery.
1888.
No.
1924.
It was sometime, I want to say it was sometime in the 18-somethings.
1898.
Need an answer?
1898.
No, 1886. So close, so close. Who was the first U.S. military academy to admit women? Kate.
Annapolis.
No.
Air Force Academy.
No, the Coast Guard. Coast Guard. Bright's disease affects what part of the body? Bright's disease. Carolyn.
Eyes.
Not the eyes. No, you can confirm.
The skin, maybe.
Bright's disease.
Right.
I should remember this.
The liver.
The liver sounds somewhat correct.
Liver?
Kidneys. Kidneys.
Yeah.
Who was Prime Minister for Great Britain during the 2001 September 11th attacks in the United States? Jack.
Tony Blair.
Tony Blair is correct. In Greek mythology, what three animals make up a Emily?
Dragon, goat, and lion.
No. You can
Snake, goat, and lion.
Yes, snake, goat, and lion. Yes.
Most of the question.
What makes up a chimera?
Which of the Great Lakes is entirely in the United Kate?
Lake Michigan.
Lake Michigan, entirely in the United States.
Illinois represent.
What flower is also the title song in The Sound of Music? Carolyn.
Edelweiss.
Edelweiss is correct. What director's movies include W, Nixon, JFK, Wall Street, and Natural Born Killers? Jack.
Spike Lee.
Not Spike Lee. He's been correct.
I know who it isn't.
Jackson.
No, Oliver Stone. Oliver Stone. Which Queen song ends with the words, "Any way the wind blows"? Avery.
Bohemian Rhapsody.
Bohemian Rhapsody is correct. Which U.S. state is nicknamed the Beehive State? Jack.
Utah.
Utah is correct. Okay, that's the end of our game. We'll be back and tell you who the champion is and hand out our trophies right after this. Okay, well, a great Parkland Challenge 2023 in our final game, Champaign Central 400, STM 470. So STM's our winner. Champaign Central is our runner-up. Mike Tramey is here, and he's here to present that trophy.
All right, on behalf of Parkland College, congratulations to both teams on a hard-fought championship match. I know 16 teams, 5 grueling days, and you two were teams both represented your schools well to get to the championship match, and it gives me great pleasure this year to present the runner-up plaque to Champaign Central High School. Congratulations. Congratulations.
And now for the championship trophy.
All right. And a well-played championship match, one that went back and forth, and St. Thomas More, an excellent performance down the stretch in that last round to pull away. It gives me great pleasure to present you with the championship trophy for the 2023 Parkland Challenge. Congratulations. Thank you. Congratulations. Congratulations. Congratulations, everyone. Congratulations.
All right, and thank you all for joining us once again for the Parkland Challenge 2023. And be sure to join us next year for the Parkland Challenge 2024. Congratulations to both their teams. Thanks for joining us.